What if everything you were being told about the reality is missing one crucial organ? Not your brain, your heart, but not the beating blood-pumping heart. I mean, the sacred space inside of it, a place where you ever lived the thoughts. Ancient traditions spoke of it. Modern science is catching up, but once you enter in, nothing will ever be the same again. We live in a world built on thought, measured, sliced, rationalized. But thought is not the foundation of life. It's just the noise above the silence. My master Drunvalo Melchizedek, in his book Living the Heart, says there's a space deeply within our chest, inside of the heart, not metaphorically, but literally, where your soul has never left. He calls it the secret tiny space of the heart. Ancient Egyptian, Mayan, and Tibetan traditions all hinted at it. A silent chamber, a temple inside the temple, the place where all creation begins. According to Drunvalo, there are two spaces in the heart. The outer heart space, the one we use to feel love, grief, and passion. But deeper still lies a second space, the inner secret space, smaller than the atom, but older than the star. In this space, there are no time, no language, no judgmental, only pure memories. You have been there before as a child, in dreams, perhaps even before you were born. Sounds too mystical. Science is catching up. In 1990s, researchers at HeartMath Institute in California make a discovery that shocked the whole medical world. The heart has its own brain, a network of 40,000 neurons capable of memories, learning, even decision-making, independent of a cranial brain. They call it the heart-brain connection, and the heart field is the most powerful electromagnetic field in the body, over 100 times stronger than the brain's. When we feel love and gratitude, this field becomes smooth, rhythmic, and coherent. Brain waves begin to sync, the nerve system aligns, and the doorway opens. A doorway that Drunvalo says leads to the secret space inside of your heart. The ancient told us the heart is a secret. But what if it also held the secret of form? In 2000, a sculptor and geometrician named Frank Chester discovered a new geometric shape, one that had never existed in mathematical history. A seven-sided polyhedron, 4 triangles, 3 quadrilaterals, perfectly balanced. He called it the Chestahedron. What he found next shocked even him. When rotated inside fluid, the Chestahedron formed a spiral path, identical to the flow pattern inside the left ventricle of the human heart. Could it be that our heart was designed using sacred geometry? As Drunvalo says in his book, the heart is a place where creation begins. It's not just an organ. It is the center of the universe inside you. The Merkaba must originate from the heart to carry the proper living frequency. Frank says, the Chestahedron is the form, the sacred space is the function. When these two align, the outer shape and the inner stillness, the Merkaba, your light body, begin to spin. In a world that worships the mind, we need to return back to the heart. Why? Because the mind separates, but the heart unites. The mind needs logical. The heart remembers thoughts. The brain was never meant to lead. It's a tool. But when we create from it, we often create from a fear, comparison, and control. The heart doesn't calculate. It includes, it embraces. It connects us back to the creative frequency. Your light body, the Merkaba, must not be starting from the mind. A mind-born Merkaba is unstable and empty. But when activated from heart, it spins with the love. It's become a living vehicle of divine intelligence. The ancient Egyptians called heart the seat of the soul. The Mayans mapped consciousness through the heart. Their calendars, ceremonies, even language, all revolved around heart resonance. They knew only through the heart can we align with the rhythm of the cosmos. Here are the principles for entering the inner heart. You don't push, you surrender. Close your eyes, quiet the mind. Bring your attention gently to the center of your chest. Breathe, feel, trust, wait. You are not trying to open the door. You are waiting for the door to open itself. Inside the heart, you don't just feel love, you become love. You remember all life, not just yours. You remember what you are beyond this life, this body, and this story. And is that stillness? There's no time, no thought, just the truth. When I once entered from the back of my heart, through what I feel like a vortex, and fell into a kind of tunnel. On the other end was a sacred space. It was completely dark. But each time when I entered it, I would gently ask for light. And when the light came in, what I saw was never the same. For me, it appeared as a space filled with a golden crystal, radiant, translucent, humming with a deeper resonant vibration. It wasn't a high airy sound. It felt vast, like a voice of the cosmos, not a word, but a feel knowing. In that space, I begin to see my own life experiences, every emotion, memories, even echoes of the childhood or past lives. It felt like touching my personal Akashic record. Then, something subtle shifted. I was drawn toward a smaller space within the space, a kind of doorway, where the vibration shifted again, from bustling vibration to sizzling vibration, crossing that threshold and entering stillness, total presence, no time, no thoughts, just being. It felt like coming home to a womb of the universe. And in that stillness, if I had a question, the answer would come instantly. No delay, no separation, only truth. And above all else, unconditional love. That's what lives there. That's what waits for us in the tiny space of the heart. Inside the tiny sacred space, something changes. You stop feeling separate. You remember that you are not a visitor in this universe. You are part of its design. As Drunvalo says, when you create from your mind, you project the separation. But when you create from your heart, you are born from unity. What you imagine here becomes a reality without resistance. In this space, you don't visualize, you feel. You don't want, you are. You trust. You don't ask the universe, you become the universe. Love here is not an emotion. It's a fabric of light that holds everything together. When your Merkaba, the light body, spins in this space, it's not just energy, it's a sacred cemetery filled by love. You don't force reality to change. You invite it to remember who you are.